Hey guys, back in Christchurch, or Quake Church as we fondly call it now. And before the shit hit the fan, so to speak, there's a couple of things I wanted to show. One was a trade from a fellow Kiwi, and another was a shout out that I've been wanting to do for a while of a great new channel that started up. So the first, and actually there's a third one too, so it's a bit of a trifecta of Kiwi shout outs here. So the first one goes to Sailor He-Man. I've known Ryan for, well, I guess it's going on 3 years now since I started collecting Mega Drive games. Met up through a trade site, and he's just been a true mentor in the sense of collecting really top-notch Japanese games. Has really inspired me to do that. And he's hooked me up and been so generous and with his knowledge, and also with his with the trades that we've been doing over the last few years. So it was really cool. I got to meet up with him for the first time when I went up to the North Island, just post Quake, and I was blown away. He bought a swag of games to give to me, and I was just really touched by that. It's such a kind thing to do. And he started a channel which, in the last few months, he's started to showcase most of his collection. He's rebuilding his collection, and they're all mint, and there's heaps of rare games there, and he's just announced he's going to go for a full collection, full Japanese Mega Drive collection, so watch out for that. And rest assured they'll be the creme de la creme of Mega Drive games. He's very particular. So of course I'll put his link below. Go check him out. Even if you have a passing interest in Mega Drive games, particularly Japanese Mega Drive games, you'll love it. When he came and visited, he gave me Echo the Dolphin, Japanese version, true classic. Replacement for my PAL version of Wonder Boy 3. This is that part shooter, part platformer. So glad to have a Japanese version of that. And one of my favourite games back in the day in the arcade, and it has to be said this doesn't really stack up to the arcade, but it's still quite solid port of good old Street Smart. And of course, coming from Ryan, there are seconds and stuff, but it's still in such tidy condition, so thanks so much for that, bro. And of course that vid I did the other day of Galaxy Force, he gave me that as well. So shot, mate, awesome. Now the second shout out is for Damo Monster. Now I've shouted out Damo Monster a couple of times, quite deservedly so, because I've been basically a blithering mess showing all my primo modern consoles I got off him. But I didn't get a chance to show this one that we did a trade a couple of months ago for. One of the very first console I ever owned, huge appreciation for it. And now I have Sega Master System 2 with composite 50-60Hz switch and an inconspicuous LED tucked in here on the switch, which just is the icing on the cake. So primo, it's in such tidy nick. So thanks Damo, you've done it again. Damo joked that he just couldn't stand that I had one or two consoles that were still running off RF. So now I've got that stoked. And the third shout out is going to a fellow New Zealander once again, and that's Wicked Clowns NZ. Now he's a real good sort, and he's into his arcades big time. He's got Japanese candy cabs, those space age sort of looking cool retro cabs, and he's got a couple of other machines in his house. And that's just primo. He's started to sort of build an arcade in his place, and he's of course collects heaps of games over different consoles and platforms, and he's also really skilled at printing boxes for SNES and I think N64 as well, and manuals, and you can't even tell they're reprints. He also makes reproduction carts and very technical stuff. Way beyond me, I don't really know much about it, but all those, if you're into that sort of thing and just just to check it out, he actually offers a service to do it as well. So if you've got some SNES carts lying around and you want boxes and manuals and to look very authentic, he's the man to see. He's already a good sort, and we haven't done a trade so recently, but we did a trade a wee while back, and I did show it, but I just wanted to say again, because I'm so appreciative. It's one of my favourite games of all time. He sussed me out a complete copy of Ico. Now this is very hard to get in New Zealand, so stoked with that, and I've always been appreciative of that. So thanks, Chris. Go see Wicked Clown's channel. Of course, Dayman Monsters, the modding extraordinaire. You must go visit his channel. And for the mintest Mega Drive games, go see Ryan. So there you go. Some great channels from Down Under. And I'll catch you up soon. Later.